what candidates do actually to get elected is they spend 8, 9, 10 hours a day making calls to rich people. It's called call time. And so part of my job was to prepare the notes for that grueling call session, research and find donors for them to call and basically pitch themselves to, strike up a conversation, try to connect with them, and hear them out and hear what they found to be important. And obviously, this creates a huge problem because the politician is just spending all of their time talking to rich people in California and New York all day long. Sure, they do talk to voters a little bit, but the majority of their time is just spent talking to very rich people on the phone. So I would actually hear, especially progressive candidates, say things like, oh, the Koch brothers this, or Elon Musk this, they're trying to end democracy. They're trying, they'd have all these different talking points, but then they turn around and I'd hand them the call sheet and the next person would be like Alexander Soros, or Reid Hoffman would be somebody that would come up. And with those people, it's like they could never like publicly criticize them in their speeches, because they were rich, but they were the ones that were giving them money. And so that was part, like just seeing this process play out over and over and over again is part of the reason that I'm sitting here talking to you, is because when I first got into politics, I really, really thought that if we just got the right people elected, that things could change. And now I figured out through watching the system, and I know it's the same on the Republican side too. It is. It has to be, okay? That the system is truly, it's not just broken, like I said in my article. It's designed to be this way. It's designed to keep true representation in this country from ever happening. And on top of spending all of this time just calling rich people, a lot of times the politicians themselves, well, like 99% of the time, I think, have to either know other rich people or they have to be rich themselves. Okay, so that automatically disincludes any real representation for working class people. The first thing that they do when you say that you're going to run for office, these Democratic groups, I'm not going to name specific names, but the first thing they do is they'll get their people on the phone and they'll say to the candidate, they don't ask them about their policy. They'll first ask them what their networks are like, how they plan to fund their campaign. That's literally the only thing that they care about.